the end of our port visit here, and I just want to tell you, I was here a long time ago, mid-90s, stopped in Dubrovnik for the first time, and I was a young lieutenant, and I was really looking forward to this visit. I know the crew was also, and by all accounts, Split and the whole area just lived up to everybody's expectations. They really enjoyed their time. Really had a great visit for all. So we're on the way today, but happy to take any questions on any topics about our visit or our operations out here on this deployment. But it is a warship. This is the flight deck, and what I like to do is I'll like to turn it over to the captain of the ship, Captain Polar. He can tell you a bit about the flight deck and the aircraft and his areas, etc. here. Thanks, sir.
Good morning. My name's Dave Pollard. I'm the commanding officer of the USS George W. Bush. It's great to be back in Croatia. The first time I visited was in 2000. Since then, this is my 7th visit to Croatia. I've been to Dubrovnik here and Split multiple times. I was a commanding officer of USS Mount Whitney, and we brought Mount Whitney here last summer in 2021, and you were a great host. I was able to bring my crew of civilian mariners and sailors to Split. Absolutely loved it, as well as my family for the first time last year. And it's great to bring the 5,000 sailors that we have on board the ship to Croatia and enjoy the rich history and culture that we have, that you have. We were able to send our sailors down to Dubrovnik, as far out as Krka Falls, and then we did some community relations projects while we were here as well, which was great with the elementary schools. We did the similar when we were here last time, so it's great to integrate with the community and to meet so many fantastic people. Yes, sir. With respect to the flight deck, welcome to the warship. This is we have 4 catapults that we have. You're standing on a joint blast deflector right here. 2 of them on the waist, 2 of them up on the bow. We typically we will launch 4 aircraft in less than about a minute and a half and reload these catapults in a little less than 2 minutes. Typically do about 100 sorties a day, so fly about 100 aircraft off the aircraft carrier a day. We're capable of 24-hour operations, which we do routinely with both our helicopters and our strike fighters that we have on board. Just over 70 aircraft total with a complement of helicopters that you can see here, as well as the F-18E, F, and G. Those are both single-seat and 2-seat airplanes.
Exercise Neptune Strike, that was a NATO exercise where the entire strike group, not just the carrier, but also the rest of the ships of my strike group were transitioned under NATO authority. So we worked for Strike for NATO Command out of Lisbon and participated with over 24 by NATO allies, to include Croatia. We operated with the warship Croatia, which is one of the ships right out of Dubrovnik. A message that we stand with NATO, we stand with our allies, and that we're stronger when we operate together. 30 nations with a common purpose, common ideals. Certainly, probably the strongest, best alliance in the history of mankind. Over 70 years of peace and stability because of what NATO and our allies have provided.
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm assigned to VAQ 140 here on the George W. Bush part of Carrier Air Wing 7. We're an electronic attack squadron, so we're flying. None of our jets are down here in the hangar bay, but up on the deck you may have seen the 2-seat jets with the large wingtips. Those are our aircraft, the E-18G, going out to deny the enemies the electromagnetic spectrum, keep all of our other guys safe.
Observer.
Yep. What questions do you guys have?
Do you feel proud?
Are we proud? Very. It's awesome to be here and be out representing America and working with other NATO allies. I've gotten to do quite a few flights going out and working with other countries. Actually, the other night when we had some bad weather, I got to land in Dubrovnik and stay there for the night. So this is my 2nd trip to Croatia. It's been really great so far. We're all really happy to be here.
Do you like Croatia?
Yeah.
Do what?
Do you like Croatia? What have you seen?
I've loved Croatia so far. It was awesome. Got to go downtown, and then we had a house about 20 minutes away, kind of calmer little beach area. So that's a nice change from being on the boat for a little while.
Happy to have you guys here today. My name is Lieutenant Sarah Houston, H-U-S-T-O-N, call sign Tinda. My background is a helicopter pilot, and currently on board George H.W. Bush. I am not flying, however, I am a shooter, which means that I am up on the flight deck shooting the jets off during each cycle and recovering them. So a little bit about my background. I was born in Rochester Hills, Michigan, and went to the University of Michigan. Once I graduated from my university, I went to flight school for 2 years, moved out to San Diego, California, where I flew the MH-60 Sierra helicopter off of the Stennis for 4 years, and then moved out to Virginia, where I was an instructor pilot, teaching newly winged aviators how to fly helicopters. And now I'm stationed on board the Bush, and my main job is up on the flight deck, making sure that everything is safe and everything is calculated properly in order to get our jets airborne safely, as well as recovered safely at the end of their events. I also run the hangar bay, which is where we are right now, and I have a division of about 120 sailors who work under me.